Howdy, this is Michael Good from reapertrades.com with your Saturday morning mailbag where I answer reader questions. One question I'm going to answer in this video here is, what do I mean when I say fluffy news? Now, I'm a day trader. I don't trade off of news too. I trade based on the trend, momentum. So I don't buy something just because it has good news. I don't sell something or short something just because it has bad news. So what I do is I use the news to sort of modulate how I approach a certain stock. So anyway, let's start off without approaching what fluffy is at first. I'm going to pull back and approach the whole continuum of news, good, bad, how important it is. So at the completely unimportant news is just about any press release put out by a pump and dump company. Right now, this is ATTD, Attitude Drinks. They're pumped by Penny Stock Chaser and some other pumpers. And what's their recent press release? They form a scientific advisory board. That's completely worthless. It's unimportant. You look at Sponge Tech. Let's see what their news is. They have a progress report. That's dumb. They announce a new marine wash and wax system designed for marine use. Okay, that's a little redundant there. But the thing is, you'll see these pump and dumps put out press releases with every tiny little product they have, every absolutely unimportant thing they do, and they're all worthless. It's to get the little idiots excited that actually, invest in these things. And that's just, it's not really news because it's not important. So that's one end. On the other end, you have stuff that's just awesomely important and everyone knows it is. Today, ICPI, or IPCI, I think, Intelli Pharmaceutics, they won a lawsuit against Elan. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly what the settlement is. It's probably involving either significant sums of money or it involves them getting to market this drug that they hadn't been able to market before. Again, I'm not sure, but anyway, one of those two things, either way, it's very important. It's really good news. So their stock went up 150% or so today. Is that the right amount? I don't know, but it's good news. It's really good news. On the other hand, you have something like WAMU-Q. Washington Mutual, and they're in bankruptcy. There was an announcement that their common shareholders are going to get Zippo in the bankruptcy reorganization. Fairly expected, but on the other hand, the shareholders didn't like that. And it was down a whole lot for a good reason. On the other hand, you have things that, say, have earnings. Now, you can have something that goes up on earnings that's not legitimate, or at least I don't think it's legitimate. But even if I don't think it's really legitimate, what do I know? I'm not the be-all and end-all of everything. Eon Communications, they put out a press release when they had earnings saying, oh, we had great earnings, they're increasing a whole bunch. This time here, I ended up shorting back here. Tim Sykes did too. First thing is, the earnings weren't news. They'd already filed their 10Q. So the information was out there. Second, all their increasing earnings was simply because they had bought another company. Their actual sales, excluding that new company, had gone down. But on the whole, plain companies that have earnings news, I mean really solid earnings news, their earnings go up, they have increased sales, increased margins, and it's not just, hype. Those are the companies you can play for not just a day, but multiple days, a week, months. If they have earnings surprises, and they're really good earnings surprises, they can run a long ways. And that's another kind of really good news. So how I use news is just, I use it to sort of determine what my bias is, but I don't let that completely determine what I do. So if a company has really good earnings, I won't short it when it goes up a bunch. But that doesn't mean I'll buy it. So at the heart, I'm a day trader. I look at momentum, but I do pay attention to news too. That's it.